We want clothes.
What do you need right now?
Right now, I need clothes. My 5 kids them homeless. I need to have a goat pen. Me a sleep in a sorry. Goat pen. This not look good.
Where?
And right now, see there. Me come and me have to look for food. And me I tell yourself, hand broke, heart, maybe where heart me sir. Me can't believe what I go on. And what I do to me sir?
Are your kids okay right now?
This so far sir, but me not alright so far. Want some shelter. We need shelter.
You need shelter, indeed.
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Blackie.
Okay.
Right.
I'm Robert. It's good to meet you.
Nice meeting you, Robert. So what you can do for me now, Robert?
There is no light in St. James. So these people have to use a spring to lead out into the sea. Right across from the fire station. There it is. So they watch and this is a crisis. The crisis operation. Yeah. It's a spring. Survival mode. So this is what I mean by Jamaica as a land of water. Right there, so the springs. Even the birds come for water.
This is Kentucky District, one of the many communities in Westmoreland that has been devastated by Hurricane Melissa. A lot of media attention has been on certain towns, but there are places that aren't even on the map, but there are people there. They need help. And so instead of me starting yet another relief drive, I'm reaching out to the ones who are already doing this work, who are already on the ground, who have already built trust, they collected donations, the ones who have already gathered supplies to help these communities if you can. I am planning a trip to this particular community and others within Westmoreland this week, including Bath and Banbury. So if your team isn't able to make it to any of these communities, I'd be very grateful for whatever supplies you are able to share.
I like man, I drive him alone, mama smile. Give me that car, wash and I just tire shine. It's bag of
Yeah, this is the story scheme underwater after the wicked Hurricane Melissa. Fuck up the place. Look here. I want a car, more than 10 cars down underwater. More than 10 cars down underwater right now. More than 10. Plus what you not see. But cover underwater. Yeah.
Hello guys. This is a documentary of the outside village. So here we have grandmother and the stepson, De Niro, using my dresser as, you know, a shelter. See? We're drying our pillows. That's the mattress over there. I made a small line. See? That's our kitchen over there. That's the table. That's our little shelter right there. We're trying to sort out stuff. Everything. You can see in the house, everything. Everything. That's over Jody, which part they get the chicken, they egg them from. Up there, so we are with on. We are see. Yes, over grandma there. This over grandma. The way out of Petersfield, the Jamar house, the Miss Donna, this is Marva house. River Broad. It is higher than that. It is higher than that. This is for the yellow wall out there, sir. Upside it. Yes, so it's the kitchen. The stove is still working. We cook on it. I try to tidy up. I just said they go first. The roof I said they go first. And then Abbey room. And then the bathroom. It's an Abbey room. It's an Abbey room. So the washroom here, the bathroom. Bathroom. The water done. Look at the breadfruit tree. You see all the breadfruit tree drop down. Breadfruit tree drop down. This is the boy them room. With the fridge and stuff.
Please keep Saint Elizabeth in your prayers. We lost a lot, but I'm not giving up. I want to be better, stronger, and with more faith than.
You said, guys, I was one of the person who take necessary precautions, but anyways, some shot there. See it? It gone. Me didn't believe the hurricane a come. So don't bother say me one of them. When the hurricane now come, it's just that Melissa is a really bad girl and we could do nothing about it.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see happen, my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple me.
Wake up to reality. You realize that nothing goes as planned in this world that we are in. Life is beautiful and there is so much to be thankful for. So even if your life isn't perfect, always be grateful and appreciate what you already have. Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. Yet another Tuesday, I get up and find myself alive. Every day above ground is a blessing. How awesome it is to be amongst the living. And surely, not amongst the dead. Give thanks to life and the gathering. Slowly but surely, I don't know if we're getting there, but slowly but surely, things will be better. Soon and very soon. Don't ask me how soon, I don't know. But soon. I say this politics thing where them I play, me not unite with them. Me do in it with them. Me I tell you no. So whoever advise the People's National Party, we no need to tell them stop, come out, come make things seem the way they are not. Okay? We no need to tell them. No, it's not the time. No, it's not the time for you to try and divide the nation. Another time for to try to divide the nation. And that is what you all are doing. Remember me soon go say no. Me soon my eye. Me soon in an helicopter. Whoever want drive me soon. Amongst the people them and not even a case of water or no carry. You know what I walk with? We walk with a book and a pen. and I write down things. Me I want to know government money go. Because me can't talk. Me I want to know say money can't just boom, draw off a machine and dash in an answer. Everything goes through a process. What do you normally say? Procurement? Yeah. Same thing, same difference. We don't want the people them sit down and feel like so through the little water blow. Everything's supposed to just go so boom and drop a foot same time. No. The process is still there. And yes, people, me can tell on this point blank. Money I got thief. Me nah ask you, me I tell you. Money I got thief. Because everybody who get the money, all that who you see around up and down and ask the money. When they get the money, they might give their friend them the work. Yeah. Them friend them the work for clear a road, for do this and for do that. And then they might go package something out that and ask you not. I tell you no this. Me not ask you nothing. That's why they don't like me. Because me I tell you the truth. But watch I go on my war going before we circle right around there so. Let me just give you some little update on some other little things. And give you some people name and them look at something there. $1,000. $1,000 caused the dispute out of St. Thomas. Out of East Kingston, I should say, sorry. $1,000. 36-year-old Donandre Campbell, otherwise called Dan. Him dead. Over $1,000. Him man chop off him 2 hand them, chop out him neck, and chop off him belly. Derek Shaw do that. Call himself fighter. Fighter never plan for fight. Fighter plan for chop him up. The police them a look for him. Yeah man, when me ask the people, them a go on power go on. Them say my view at around 12 p.m. Campbell and Shaw, who lived at the same premises, got into a dispute. During the dispute, guess what go on power go on? Cutlass jaw. Yeah? Cutlass jaw. Shaw jaw him cutlass. Limb him up. Limb him right up. All over $1,000. And the $1,000 fell on the ground from Shaw's pocket. So Shaw money drop out time pocket. And Donandre thief the man money. And now I give back him money. And the man chop him up. Like how we are dealing with money business. People look on the screen and look on the woman and tell me if you don't know which part she there. Because in this day and age, you still have find ways and means to thief. Look on her good. $71,000 share for the people. Them tell her, me say, if you carry the money go back to and give back people them money with her thief himself. Who must know this a girl, I know? Somebody must know this a girl. Look on her good. The people them want them money. That's why somebody get gunshot, you know. That's why some of get gunshot and nasty rotted. And me no feel sorry for when they get shot. Speaking of gunshot forward there, remember me telling you say boom. Them and them put shot in a 2-pack cause the skin. Lick him down, kill him. Well. Guess what? Me no want to feel like such a rain a fall and all these like things and look water they blow. Me no really and surely have no link again. Me still have link, you understand? And the bird paper them still a reaching. Everything still a reach on my foot. So I can't tell you where that little crisis boy name no. I'm a tough. Look on the screen, I can show you a picture. Him name Raheim Evans and him a 27-year-old and him is a construction worker we come from right around a River Lane at a Windsor Road right in a St. Anne's. Yeah, you know what say the boy left and go down at the river go hold a bait because the water now run out of the pipe up which part him live. I see seen done all the fresh and reach back up on yard. 4 man that walk in pan him. They never come for them, not talking. Shot them come for put time skin. Me they tell him, you know. Me this say watch ya. He say for the down, kill 2-pack, all of una go dead. Remember 2-pack make his father dead, him brother dead. He make him granny dead. His whole family dead and him still up on the road, you know. Full time now they kill 2-pack and stop make innocent people dead. Wait there now people, cause this one here. Sad, bad. From me I talk about sadness from the other day. I think this is news right now. I'm not gonna tell you now. When I saw this news, imagine you left out of your yard because you are gonna look food, you know. The storm just blow, you are gonna look food. And you ride on like a piece of old bicycle. 6 miles. Matter of fact, 5.90 miles. Because you could have seen the truck with the food. I was just in touching distance. And you're dead. You're dead. People then come and find you dead. It's sad, bad. Why people? I don't know when I can stop hearing the sadness, you know. When I can stop telling the sadness, you know, but this time I just tell you, have to be one of the saddest thing ever. The brother named Bubus. Yeah, Bubus in name. Come from in a St. Elizabeth side. Bubus riding bicycle. Big old man still there. Mr. Bubus up in a age. Come from Pan side, right in a St. Elizabeth. Condolences to the family and friend of Bubus. Jano. That's sad. Sad, bad. You know, more and take a time out for big up Darrell Vaz. Big up Darrell Vaz. Yeah, man. Big up Darrell Vaz for keeping us informed. Yeah, that's why I big him up. Keeping us informed daily. And yes, people, some of people might complain still. I say, yo, he might push them to the limit. But he's a man where have Jamaica interest at heart. And he might push people to do better. So I'm going to watch you go on power go on. Flow and Digicel making progress in restoring service. Restoring service to customers across the island.
With 86% of fixed networks and 75% of business connections now back online. Service was restored in Santa Cruz, Falmouth, Spurtree, Bevan, and Rose Hall within the past 24 hours. I don't need to tell you how huge that is in terms of getting connectivity in those areas. Over the next 2 days, the focus will be on restoring service from Falmouth to Montego Bay, then Montego Bay to Negril. Work is also ongoing in Portmore, Spanish Town, and St. Thomas. Approximately 64% of Flow's fixed sites are now operational, with 40% of customers reconnected, mainly in the urban areas where the power has been restored. Work continues to bring service back in to more affected western and southern parishes. For mobile network, 37% of our sites are up, reaching about 78% of mobile customers. Repairs are focused on the hardest hit parishes, including St. Anne, Hanover, and St. Elizabeth, where several towers were damaged.
So big up to Darrell Vaz. I know somebody can say, Marvin, he's a little madman for true. When I can't talk to yourself, I saw me talk to myself a little bit. Most me tell you, say, restoration service. You know, I say, that don't make sense. That English doesn't sound proper. A restoring service. Yeah. I'm mad for true. Watch out, man. You think I'm me alone mad? Well, I have a couple mad people about there. I have a whole heap of new mad people about there, man. Tell you. Whole heap of new mad people are about there. We need to hurry up and do something still. We need to hurry up and do something. You see me? Stadium, arena, Jamaica House. Get some tent, man. Get some big tent, but then again, the people them no want to leave. The people them no want to leave. People them say they not leave higher. People them down there sit down in a situation, they say they not leave. Ah boy, anyway, here.
Since the storm, there has been a lot of injured persons. Firstly, majority of the persons, they are homeless. So more than 3/4 of the community, they are currently homeless and have to be living at the Elderslie Primary School for shelter. So there are a lot of persons as well who are diabetic, persons who are asthmatic and need medical attention. A lot of the areas are blocked, so it's hard to get to food. The necessities of life, it's very hard to get to those things. Additionally, there has been a lot of persons who received injury during the storm. We do have some persons in the community who are medically trained that have been lending a hand, assisting, but of course some persons, they need hospice care. But so far it literally feels like we live in a completely different country. Feels like we're locked off from the world. No service, no light, limited water. So everything has been hectic. But we're leaning on each other. So hopefully as day goes by, we will get the help that we need. So we'll continue to support each other until then.
Being here at the shelter is very devastating and draining. The shelter is also damaged and we get rain every day. So when the rain falls, it's blowing. So we're at this shelter, but we're still getting wet because the shelter is badly damaged and persons don't have any food. We can't go out to the nearby supermarkets or the nearby area where we'll go to shop because the roads are badly damaged. So the community is very, very shake up. And person can't even move to get their infrastructures fixed because they don't have any money and they can't get anywhere to go and get zinc and stuff to repair the house. And we just have to be our brother's keeper and help each other. When each one cook, they offer someone something to eat because it's very rough in the community. Persons don't have it because whatever supplies they bought, they are finished or the storm blow them away. So it's very hard hitting. It's very rough here.
Well, the hurricane that passes, it left me in shock and I feel devastated right now. And most of the buildings in our community got demolished. So I don't know how I am going to start out again because all my clothes are wet. I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage from scratch. But by the grace of God, I should say, thank God, I am alive and still healthy.
So we're reporting live from the Falmouth Public General Hospital. This is the dietary department and this is a dream team. We make things happen. So first of all, we just want to highlight the two stars of our show, namely Miss Camille Elwood. This lady, she's an exceptional lady. She has been here with us before the storm, manning both Cornwall and Falmouth side. She's unable to go home, but she's still here. And her roof is off, her 3 kids is at home, but she's still here because we dedicate our time to our patient. Patient comes first. We want to highlight 2 persons. He's the one behind the cooking. He's the one that purchased the coal. It's Alexi Dunkley. She's one of the person who's responsible for the coal also.
And the coal pots.
We have our wash, we have rings, we have sanitizing area, we have everything. It's our makeshift kitchen, and this is what we do at Dietary. As you can see, he's casually dressed because he's at home. He's at home. He's the one that gives us all of the food stuff that we need. So we have to give a big thumbs up. And last but not least, this one doesn't want to be highlighted. She has been here with us before the storm. And she's here. She's one of our supervisors, Miss Allen. These are the people that make it happen here at Falmouth Dietary. And even through tough times, we stick together.
So, Mrs. Elwood and our supervisor here, Miss Allen, they were both inside the kitchen when the roof came off. Well, while providing, and also another staff, Mr. Hilton, they were all in there risking their lives for the patients. Because as we said, the staff at Dietary, we dedicate ourselves to the patients. So we have to serve and we do it through the storm. Right.
And we're not only been catering for patients, we cater for staff also. Every staff that is on compound, we have to give account for them meal-wise. Nurses, doctors, everybody eats. And sometimes it's like 3-4 of us here, but we make it happen.
Falmouth Dietary Department, we are surviving.
So as part of our relief efforts, the health workers in the public health system who were not affected by the hurricane, those in this Sierra region, in Kingston, St. Catherine, even as far as Clarendon, we decided to establish a care crew, essentially to visit those hospitals, starting with Falmouth, Cornwall Regional, Noel Holmes here at SAP, and also Black River to give support to our team members who have been impacted. What we have to recognize and appreciate is that a lot of our doctors, nurses, porters, auxiliary workers, cooks, they lost roof, they lost their possession, they are victims too of the storm. And even while they try to serve the public, which is important, and they have also had to deal with the trauma and the losses, including injury to themselves and family members. So we felt that we are fortunate, those of us in areas that were not affected, and we're here to give support. And the care crew is giving the support. These are healthcare workers and their family members. Over 200 of us left Kingston this morning at about 5:36, and we're here now to give support, as you can see.
The devastation has been extremely great in northeastern St. Elizabeth. And as a member of parliament, I have reached out to the government for assistance in getting persons who are marooned access so that they can actually leave their communities or enter elsewhere. I have been told by the government that as a member of parliament, I cannot engage with private contractors to have their roads cleared or to have their roads put in a place where they can leave or enter their community. And so I have been faced with a difficult decision where I have to choose whether I obey the rules as they currently stand, in which case it means that residents will be left stranded and trapped and unable to leave, even in cases of emergency. People will not be able to have access to food, water. Or I make the other difficult decision, which is to go against the government's dictates and actually engage contractors to put together the roadway as best as possible so that access can be had. I have chosen the latter. And so I hope and I pray that the government will actually make some allocation available to members of parliament in the affected constituencies. I am calling on the government to include the members of parliament, to engage with us, and very importantly, to empower us to help the people who are depending on us because they don't have the numbers for the government ministers, they have the numbers for their members of parliament, and they're reaching out and begging and crying out for help. I'm asking that the government consider making an allocation, particularly to the members of parliament in the deeply affected communities, constituencies, where it's not just a case of clearing the roadways, it's a case of actually engaging professionals who can fill the gaps and the craters and make a way where there is no way, even if it is just on a temporary basis.
I have proposed to the Prime Minister from last week, Wednesday, that he should establish a broad-based task force to be given the responsibility of governance oversight over the relief effort, the relief coming in, how it is dealt with, how it is distributed, not to manage that process on a day-to-day basis, but to provide oversight to those who are managing it. So there's some accountability for how it's done, and that accountability is being held by a broad-based group that can enjoy the support and confidence of the whole society, especially those who are suffering terribly now and no doubt fear that they may not be treated fairly or they may be ignored or overlooked in the response of the state to the crisis. I also think there needs to be a clear command structure for the actual day-to-day management of the response to the relief. And that should be led, in my opinion, by professionals in disaster management, not by politicians who do not know the ins and outs of responding to a disaster of this magnitude. And we should not be shy of seeking international support and help from persons who have career expertise and experience in this regard. Thirdly, we're going to need a Marshall Plan a well-funded, broad-based plan for the rebuilding and reconstruction of large swathes of Jamaica which have been ravaged by this hurricane. That plan cannot be developed today, but it is vital that we prepare such a plan and that it have the inputs of persons who have the necessary skills and experience and knowledge to design a comprehensive, workable plan that can be executed efficiently and that can have the confidence of our international partners we are going to rely on heavily to provide the financial support for this. And in terms of more specific recommendations now, I have asked the Prime Minister to make an additional allocation of resources to members of Parliament so that they can mobilize communities and contractors to help with the cleaning up of communities that are currently in a state of devastation, clearing roads where necessary, cutting trees and the like. Until that allocation is made, members of Parliament are unable to respond to the needs of the people unless they happen to have some personal resources or access to dealing with it outside of the public system, and many do not have that. I would also say that the process of engaging contractors to do that kind of work should be simplified and made easy for members of Parliament, especially in those areas where there's very limited connectivity and where following the normal bureaucratic processes that are required would be very challenging or impossible for members of Parliament. If contractors have a TRN, whatever the allocation is, there should be invoices, and those invoices can be submitted, but the work should be able to begin. Secondly, we note and agree with the decision to suspend the imposition of import duties and import GCT on disaster relief items coming into Jamaica. However, we believe that the period for which this has been announced is too short, because the time it takes to mobilize funding and make the necessary procurement abroad, the logistics, etc., of getting it shipped to points on land where they can then be shipped or flown to Jamaica takes some time. And to have it cut off by the end of this month is too short. And it's also not clear from the announcement that was made whether goods in transit to Jamaica will get the benefit, even if they haven't landed here at the time of the expiry of the window. I'm suggesting that we recast that window in a way which is more realistic, given the situation that we face. I also think we need an evacuation plan urgently for persons who are without shelter. That needs to be well thought through so that persons can be moved to places of safety where whatever form of accommodation can be erected to support them, whether it be tents or something else that can be put in place, and they can have access to the basic means of survival in an organized way. And that is necessary because right now we have people, many Jamaicans, who are exposed to the elements, including babies, including children, including the elderly, including persons with disabilities, and they need to be moved to accommodation which protects them from the ravages of the elements going forward.
Thanks for watching. This was a MyView TV production. Remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, tell a friend for tell a friend, and remember, never bring nobody forward for cheer for him. Walk good.